Hey guys, and welcome back to my world. Yes, I'm dressed as a thief, as I am in my thief adventure map I'm working on. And today I thought what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you guys a new game mechanic that uses the XP bar, but it's not a passive mechanic. It's actually can be either passive or it can actually be a very active mechanic. So I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've used this for, and I will explain those things in a later video because they kind of big things to explain itself. Okay, so first of all, let me just very quickly go through my world and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, now the first thing you will see is on the right hand side I have an XP scoreboard. Now what that does, it actually transfers any XP that I have in my XP bar into a digital format, so which I can then access at any time. So if I'm killing monsters and I'm getting XP for quests and so forth, it'll either fill up my bar and then get transferred to a digital format, or I can just give it to them digitally. Now the reason I'm doing this is that from time to time, as I said, I will be using this XP bar to do various things. Okay, so just to show you how this works, if I, for example, splash myself with bottles of enchanting, you'll see the moment I reach one level, okay, it automatically gets transferred to the top, okay, to the scoreboard. So there you can see, okay, it works perfectly. So if I just splash myself and so forth, okay, 18. If you remember, I did a video on proximity location in Minecraft using the play sound command, which played a sound like a pinging sound every time you came close to an objective. Now, I've recreated this using the XP bar and without a sound. So as I'm moving around in the world, suddenly you'll see that my XP bar will start moving, as you can see, which means I am now close to a hidden, something that is hidden exactly for a thief. Okay, if I'm playing another class, they won't see this because this is for thief only. But they might have their own. This can also be level based or XP based or anything. I mean, you can add any parameters to this. But basically, as I'm moving, you can see this is kind of, I mean, to you it might look like it's fast, but it's actually going quite slow. The closer I get to my objective, for example, you'll see it'll really start going fast. Okay, so that's quite fast. I'm really close to something that is hidden from me. I can't really see. If I go this way, you'll see it'll slow down again. So it is definitely somewhere over here. And then you'll see it'll just absolutely go mad and flash. And that's it. I am where I need to be. Okay, right, so let me just, if you'll see, if I do XP here, okay, it's not, no matter how many I do, it's not going to add it to the sidebar. Okay, so next thing I'm going to show you is a lockpick. Okay, so I've created a lockpicking mechanic for this game. It's quite different than a lot of people's out there, and I will show you I will make a video on it at a later stage, but it's not part of this video. Okay, the tutorial is not part of this video, but I'll just show you how it works. But just so you can see, now that I'm out of range, if I now throw this, you'll see that as my XP goes up on the right hand side, my my digital scoreboard XP goes up as well. Okay, so what I've got here is if you have a look at you'll see immediately, if I just go out the door again, you'll see on the right hand side I have XP. Okay, as I move closer and into range of a lock-pickable door, you'll see my lock-pick level will be shown. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to actually change that level quickly, just to be player set Dragnoz lockpick level 1. Okay, let me just move out of the way again. Right. Okay, there we go. So if I move out of the way, it just resets everything. Right, so immediately I know that somewhere here is a lock-pickable door. Okay, so obviously it's this one here. So you'll see every single, in my world, every single door that is lock-pickable will have this this little block there that indicates that this, you know, is where you need to pick the lock. The moment I place, so first of all, watch my XP bar at the bottom. The moment I place this lever down, you'll see it starts moving. Now, because I'm only level 1, okay, now you can level up doing various things, doing quests, getting books, killing, whatever. The moment I flick I need to stop this XP bar roughly just off center. Okay, so just before my hunger starts. If I don't, nothing will happen. So for example, if yep, you'll see the door doesn't open and I lose that lockpick. Too quick, too slow. or too quick, and I pick the lock. No, let's try one more, and there we go. There we go. I lockpicked this door. Okay, and that is a fantastic mechanic to use, and as you can see, it now actually requires skill. It's not just, you know, something you throw in a hopper that opens the door. It actually does require skill. If I up, let's say at the moment I've only got a level 3. If I move away, it just resets the whole mechanism. If I'm level 3, the actual distance, or where I need to stop it, it becomes bigger. So I no longer need to stop it exactly in the just off center. I can now stop it between the second last heart and the second bar of hunger. So let me just show you what I mean by that. So if I stop it there, oopsie. Okay, let me just move away just to reset it. Okay, and if I just stop it a little bit later. Right, so you'll see it's now a little bit easier to pick this lock than it was when I picked level 1. Okay, so I'm using it as a kind of you'd probably call it a speed timer. But basically, when my XP bar runs up to 1, okay, I will start losing health. If I run fast enough and far and fast enough, it'll then drop down to 0 and just start, you know, slowly filling up again. Okay, so let me quickly show you what I mean. Okay, so you'll see the bar's cleared, and as I now run, it will slowly start filling up. Okay, and there we go. Okay, so you'll see it'll fill up, but as I'm running, if I run fast enough, it won't actually do anything. If I stop for a moment, or if I'm stuck for a moment, so if I stop, okay, you'll see I'll start losing health, but then I have to start running again to get rid of it. So if I run, I stop, I take damage, and then I need to run again to stop it. Okay, so that is just kind of like the last and final mechanic that I'm actually showing you how to use the XP bar. I mean, I've got a lot more that I'm using. Cool. So let's go check out and see how this all works. Okay, so this is pretty straightforward. The first thing we do is we're going to transfer the XP to scoreboard. Okay, so basically what I've got is scoreboard, players add. Anybody who has a minimum level of 1, so it's the minimum level of 1, who has a scoreboard trigger score of 0. Now, trigger is a scoreboard dummy objective that I have created, which allows me to trigger the XP bar for various other things. So I can trigger it for running, I can trigger it for the lockpicking, I can trigger it for the proximity location, and various other things that I'll be working on. Okay, but if it is 0, if I have no trigger event happening, it means that I will gain XP normally. So if I have level 1 in XP, I have a trigger of 0, it's going to add 1 XP or 1 XP to my XP scoreboard objective. Okay, and that is why when I give myself some XP, you'll see on the right hand side that goes up. Okay, and then what I want to do is directly after that, I then want to remove 1 level from anybody who's a trigger score of 0 and who has a minimum level of 1. So when it finds that level, it then gives me 1 XP on the scoreboard and then removes that 1 XP. Okay, and that's just how it transfers it. Now, when it comes to manipulating the XP bar, basically I'll show you how the proximity location part actually works. So all I'm doing is I am actually adding 2 XP to anybody who's in a particular radius, okay, who has a thief score of 1, which means I am a thief, so only thieves will get these XP running. I have a trigger of 2. Okay, now the reason I've got a trigger of 2 here is because the actual lockpick uses trigger 1. So I'm just differentiating between the lockpick so that we don't, cross paths. Okay, and then so the trigger, I just make sure that the trigger is 2. So basically what will happen is as long as I am within that particular coordinates and radius, okay, I will continuously get 2 added to my XP, which makes it slowly creep up. Okay, when my XP reaches a level at least 1, I then remove, well, in this case 100 levels, but I probably don't need, it'll just do it over and over. Okay, just do 1. So when it reaches at least 1, it'll then remove that 1 level from my scoreboard, causing, not scoreboard, from my XP bar, causing that movement that you see. Now the problem is with, I can add points. So here you can see I'm adding 2 XP points, but I cannot remove points. I can only remove levels. So that's a bit of unfortunate, because it would have been cool to actually have the it actually would have been cool to have the XP bar moving up and down, up and down, up and down the closer you get. But unfortunately, it can't be done that way. Okay, so this one over here just checks if I am within a 15 block radius, which I should actually maybe make more. Then this one does exactly the same, except it gives me 4 XP if I'm within a 10 block radius. So it just makes it makes it appear to be faster, because with every one of these ticks, it'll add that to my bar. This one over here makes me go up 8 XP if I'm within a 6 block radius, and this one over here will make me go up 11 XP if I'm within a 3 block radius, which makes it just flash. Okay, which gives me that cool flashing I'm right there effect. And as I said, this one then just removes it all. Okay, what I have over here then is a just a test that tests if I am in that location. If I am, it'll then trigger my score 2, so it'll give me a score 2, which then triggers this whole thing, turns off the XP to scoreboard XP, turns on the timer that just runs my XP bar. Okay, and it'll continue like that until I actually leave that area, and this is what this inverted torch is for. The moment I leave that area, the torch will turn off and it will put my trigger to 0, which then in effect stops this whole mechanism, and then just makes me get XP as normal. Okay, so I will do a tutorial on this lockpicking door, but this is it. So this is at the location. This is it. There's nothing more. There's a redstone torch and a door, which is very, very small. You can fit this into pretty much any spot. Okay. Obviously, that over there is the rest of the mechanism, but that is it. And just to show you that this does actually work, if I just quickly change my scoreboard, my game mode to 2. Okay. The moment I place that up there, you'll see my XP bar running. Okay, I am level 3, and then I can just, and you'll see it works. Okay, it works perfectly. Cool. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I will have this other tutorial, lockpick tutorial out very, very soon. But as always, I will check you all later.